Have you ever noticed that standing up from a chair feels harder than it used to? Or that walking up a flight of stairs leaves your legs trembling just a bit more these days? You might think, well, it's just age. But what if part of the answer is actually hiding in your fruit bowl? Leg weakness is one of the top silent threats to independence as we age. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year, and declining leg strength is one of the main culprits. It's not just about slips. It's about the ability to stand, walk, and live with confidence. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll explore a surprisingly overlooked topic: how certain fruits, yes, fruits, can silently weaken your leg muscles as you age. Some of them are labeled as healthy, but for aging bodies, they can be sneaky saboteurs. So why should you care? Because what you eat directly affects how strong your legs are and how long you stay independent. Comment below. Have you noticed your legs getting weaker lately? Or maybe you're curious about whether your daily fruit habit could be working against you. Why our legs lose strength as we age? Leg strength doesn't vanish overnight. It fades slowly, often without us noticing, until we struggle to get out of a car or balance on one foot. Here's what's happening inside the body: sarcopenia. This is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. After age 50, we lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year, mostly from the legs. Slower protein synthesis. Our ability to build new muscle declines, especially without enough key nutrients. Hormonal changes. Testosterone and estrogen decline, and they play a vital role in muscle maintenance. Increased inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging, makes muscles more prone to breakdown. Now here's the twist. Some fruits may be fueling these problems, especially when eaten too often or in large quantities. The sugar metabolism connection. Most people don't associate fruit with sugar problems. It's natural, they say. And while it's true that fruit sugar, fructose, is more natural than table sugar, it still affects your metabolism. In fact, for seniors, fructose can be more damaging than people realize. It bypasses insulin regulation in the body, leading to fat buildup in the liver, which in turn disrupts energy metabolism, including muscle energy. High sugar intake from fruits like grapes, mangoes, and bananas can cause blood sugar spikes, leading to inflammation and muscle fatigue. Chronic overconsumption wears down mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside muscle cells, making your legs feel heavy, tired, and unsteady. Here's a fact that might surprise you. A single banana contains 14 to 18 grams of sugar. That's more than a glazed donut. Yes, bananas have potassium, but when consumed too often, the sugar load may outweigh the benefits for aging muscle systems. Fruits and hidden acids that steal strength. Certain fruits, particularly tropical and citrus varieties, are high in natural acids like citric and oxalic acid. For some seniors, these can interfere with calcium absorption and muscle contraction. Calcium is not just for bones. It's essential for muscle contraction, especially in the legs. Without enough available calcium, you might experience muscle cramps, shaky legs after walking, reduced reaction time and balance over time. Diets too high in acidic fruits can lead to calcium leaching from the bones and reduced muscular stability. That's why balance is key, and knowing which fruits to moderate is essential. The healthy fruit myth. Marketers love to slap labels like superfood on colorful fruits, especially exotic ones. But a fruit that benefits a 30-year-old marathon runner might not serve a 70-year-old with arthritis or borderline diabetes. Aging bodies have different needs. What we need is stable blood sugar, lower inflammation, support for muscle regeneration, joint-friendly nutrients. Not every fruit helps with that. Some work against those goals. The direct link between diet and leg strength. You might be wondering, can eating the wrong fruit really affect my legs? The answer is yes, absolutely. In fact, dietary patterns are one of the biggest predictors of muscle strength and fall risk in people over 60. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, seniors with high dietary sugar intake had significantly lower grip strength and walking speed. While the study focused on sugar in general, fruit-derived sugar counts too, especially when eaten excessively. Another 2022 analysis from Frontiers in Nutrition found that high fructose intake is associated with mitochondrial dysfunction, which directly impacts the energy available to leg muscles. So, yes, it's not just age, it's what's on your plate and your fruit bowl. In the next sections, we'll reveal the 8 specific fruits seniors should moderate or avoid, the science behind how fruit sugar affects muscle, the best alternatives that support leg health, and simple daily tweaks you can make to feel stronger, more stable, and more confident in your steps. Not all fruits are helpful for aging muscles. Some common fruits may contribute to leg weakness, fatigue, and fall risk, especially when consumed too often or in the wrong amounts. We'll explore the fruit trap, how innocent-looking fruits can shock your blood sugar and speed up muscle decline. Section 1. Sugar shock, the fruit trap. Most people think of sugar in terms of cookies, cakes, and soda. But what if I told you that a handful of grapes or a bowl of mango slices could spike your blood sugar just as much, and sometimes even more? It's called the fruit trap, and it's especially dangerous for seniors. What makes fruit sugar different? And risky? Fruit sugar is primarily fructose, a natural sugar that sounds harmless. But in the aging body, fructose behaves very differently than it does in younger individuals. Fructose is processed by the liver, not the muscles. When your liver is overloaded, which is common in older adults, it turns excess fructose into fat. Unlike glucose, fructose doesn't trigger insulin immediately, so you don't feel full the same way. You might keep eating more fruit, thinking it's light and healthy. Fructose is metabolically sneaky. It promotes fat storage in the belly and around organs, and indirectly contributes to muscle fatigue. Let's look at the data. 1 cup of pineapple has 16 grams of sugar. Just 15 grapes have 14 to 17 grams of sugar. 1 mango? Up to 46 grams of sugar, nearly double what's in a can of Coke. Yes, these fruits also contain vitamins and fiber. But if your blood sugar is already borderline, or if you experience muscle weakness, too much of these fruits can worsen the problem. Why seniors are more vulnerable to sugar shock. As we age, our insulin sensitivity decreases. This means sugar, even natural sugar, stays in the bloodstream longer, causing glycation, a process where sugar sticks to proteins and damages muscle tissue. Chronic low-grade inflammation, which reduces muscle repair and increases stiffness. Blood vessel damage, leading to poor circulation in the legs and feet. Over time, these effects combine to create that feeling of, my legs just don't feel like they used to. I'm tired after just 10 minutes of walking. My knees feel weaker every month. The culprit may not only be age, it might be your daily fruit intake. The hidden problem with healthy fruit choices. Take a banana. It's marketed as a great snack for energy, and in moderation, for a healthy younger adult, it can be. But for a 70-year-old with decreased mitochondrial function, borderline insulin resistance, and sedentary habits, that same banana may overwhelm the liver with fructose, cause a post-snack sugar crash, contribute to leg heaviness and fatigue. Now think about this. Many seniors stack fruits unknowingly. Banana at breakfast, raisins or grapes as snacks, apple or fruit salad at lunch, juice in the evening. Each individual serving may seem harmless, but combined, it can total 60 to 100 grams of sugar per day, and that's not even counting other carbs. That's the fruit trap. We think we're eating clean, but for the aging metabolism, it's too much sugar too often. How sugar affects muscles, especially leg muscles. Muscles need glucose for energy, but too much sugar, especially from fructose-heavy fruits, causes mitochondrial stress. Your mitochondria are the energy generators inside each muscle cell. High sugar levels impair their function, making your muscles less efficient and more tired. Insulin resistance in muscle cells. With age, the muscle cells stop responding to insulin, meaning less sugar is stored as energy and more remains in the blood, increasing inflammation. Protein breakdown. Chronically high sugar leads to higher levels of cortisol, a stress hormone, which signals the body to break down muscle, especially in the legs and hips. Why legs are the first to suffer. Your legs are home to some of the largest muscle groups in the body, like the quadriceps, glutes, and calves. These muscles require a lot of energy and circulation. When sugar metabolism is impaired, circulation to the lower limbs decreases. Fatigue sets in faster when walking or standing. Muscles begin to shrink, making falls more likely. In short, if your fruit intake is out of balance, your legs often send the first warning signs. Liquid fruit an even bigger danger. If you enjoy fruit juice, smoothies, or even dried fruit, you might be getting 3 to 5 times the sugar of whole fruit in a single serving. For example, 8 dias orange juice under 22 grams sugar, even with no added sugar. 1/4 cup raisins 30 grams sugar. Smoothie with banana plus mango plus apple equals 45-60 grams sugar. Unlike whole fruits, these concentrated forms lack fiber, so sugar absorbs faster, creating sharp spikes in blood sugar and increasing leg fatigue within hours. Dr. Richard Johnson, a nephrologist and fructose researcher, warns, fructose is a powerful inducer of mitochondrial dysfunction and inflammation. It's one of the worst triggers of aging pathways we know of. Nutritionists working with seniors often find that cutting back just 1 to 2 high fructose fruits per day can lead to more stable energy, better walking performance, improved joint comfort, less bloating and stiffness. It's not about quitting fruit. It's about being smart. Let's be clear, we're not saying seniors should eliminate all fruit. Fruits contain valuable nutrients, vitamin C, antioxidants, potassium, and fiber. But moderation and smart choices are key. Later in this series, we'll talk about the best fruits to keep in your diet, and which ones to limit or avoid based on sugar content and how your body processes them. Think of this as a fruit audit, not a fruit ban. What you can start doing today: choose low-sugar fruits. Berries, kiwi, grapefruit, avocado. Eat fruit with protein or healthy fat like nuts or yogurt to slow sugar absorption. Avoid fruit first thing in the morning or late at night, when insulin is most sensitive. Cut out fruit juice, fruit smoothies, and dried fruit, biggest sugar bombs. Pay attention to how you feel after fruit. Bloated? Tired legs? That's your clue. Up next, we'll explore the acidic offenders, certain tropical and citrus fruits that silently reduce muscle strength and drain calcium from your system. Section 2. Acidic offenders and muscle fatigue. You've probably heard that citrus fruits like oranges and pineapples are great for vitamin C. But did you know that some acidic fruits may actually weaken your legs by interfering with how your body absorbs and uses calcium? For older adults, especially those over 60, maintaining healthy calcium levels and muscular balance is critical. And surprisingly, certain fruits we think of as healthy may be silently undermining leg strength. Let's explore why. What are acidic fruits? Acidic fruits are those that contain high levels of citric, malic, or oxalic acid. Common examples include oranges, pineapples, grapefruits, lemons, tamarinds, kiwis, mangoes, cranberries. While these fruits are rich in vitamins, they can alter your body's acid-base balance, especially when consumed frequently. How acidity affects muscle and bone. Your body constantly tries to maintain a slightly alkaline pH, around 7.35, 7.45 in the blood. When you eat highly acidic foods, including some fruits, your body compensates by using stored calcium from bones and muscles to neutralize the excess acid. Here's how that impacts your legs. Calcium depletion. Calcium is pulled from bones and muscles to balance acidity. Over time, this leads to weaker bones and less effective muscle contractions. Muscle fatigue. Acidic buildup can impair nerve signals to the muscles, making them feel sluggish or jittery. You may feel like your legs are rubbery or heavy, even after light activity. Increased risk of cramps. Calcium plays a role in muscle relaxation. Without it, you're more prone to night cramps, twitching, and even balance issues. Lower muscle recovery. Acid-forming diets can delay the healing of microtears in leg muscles, especially after walking or standing for long periods. Studies on acid load and muscle function. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher dietary acid loads had lower muscle mass and were more prone to frailty. Another study in clinical nutrition found that acid-forming diets are associated with lower grip strength and slower walking speed in seniors, two strong indicators of declining leg function. The connection is clear. Even if a food is natural, its metabolic impact can still be harmful if not balanced properly. Tropical fruits and the acidity problem. Tropical fruits like pineapple and mango are double trouble. They're high in sugar, which we covered in Section 2. They're also acid-forming, meaning they increase the body's acidity burden. Let's break it down. Fruit sugar per cup. Acid load score, PRAL. Pineapple 16G, plus 5.5. Mango 23G, plus 6.3. Orange 17G, plus 3.8. Grapefruit 13G, plus 4.1. PRAL equals potential renal acid load. A higher number means more acid forming. These values don't make these fruits bad, but they shouldn't be eaten daily by seniors with leg weakness, osteoporosis risk, or acid reflux. Symptoms that suggest acidic diet impact. Do any of these sound familiar? Tired legs after walking just 1 block, sore calves or hamstrings in the morning, twitchy muscles at night, foot cramps even when hydrated, worsening balance over the last few months. These could all be signs that your body is compensating for dietary acid, and your leg muscles are paying the price. The balance. Acid versus alkaline foods. Your body doesn't need to be completely alkaline, but a balanced diet helps preserve both bone and muscle strength. Seniors should lean toward more alkaline-forming foods, especially as we age. Alkaline foods, acidic fruits, limit intake. Spinach, oranges, avocados, pineapple, cucumber, mango, broccoli, grapefruit, almonds, kiwi. The key is not to fear fruit, but to balance your plate so that your muscles have the minerals they need to function properly. When acidic fruits become risky. There are certain situations where seniors should be extra cautious with acidic fruits. Osteopenia or osteoporosis. If you've been told your bones are thinning, acidic diets can speed up calcium loss, frequent leg cramps, or weakness. This may be a sign your muscle tissue is being affected by acid-based mineral shifts. Taking diuretics or blood pressure meds. These drugs can alter your mineral balance. Too much acid-forming food adds extra stress. Chronic acid reflux. Acidic fruits can worsen GERD, reducing your appetite and nutrient absorption, both vital for muscle health. What to do instead? Here are simple, actionable steps you can take today. Time your acidic fruits. Eat them with meals, not on an empty stomach. Balance with leafy greens. Pair citrus or pineapple with spinach or kale. Add alkaline minerals. Include magnesium and potassium-rich foods, avocados, almonds. Stay hydrated. Dehydration worsens acidity symptoms. Cut back slowly. If you love oranges, try reducing to 1 to 2 per week, not daily. Registered dietitian Linda R. says, for older adults, the goal isn't to remove all fruit, it's to avoid patterns of eating that pull calcium and minerals from their system. Acidic fruits are healthy, but not in excess. She recommends keeping acidic fruits to 1 to 2 servings per day max, and always pairing them with alkaline vegetables or healthy fats. Certain acidic fruits, especially if eaten frequently, may gradually weaken both your bones and leg muscles by altering mineral balance and increasing body acidity. Being mindful of fruit acidity and sugar levels together is key for anyone looking to stay mobile, strong, and stable as they age. In Section 3, we'll dive into the full list. The 8 worst fruits for seniors' leg strength, which ones to limit, why, and what to eat instead. Section 3. The 8 worst fruits. Seniors should avoid. We've talked about fruit sugar and acidity. Now it's time to name names. Which fruits specifically are the worst for aging legs? And why do they affect strength, balance, and energy in people over 60? Let's uncover the dirty 8. Fruits that can weaken leg strength if eaten frequently, especially without proper balance. Why worst doesn't mean poisonous. Before we dive in, these fruits are not inherently toxic or dangerous. But for seniors, especially those struggling with leg fatigue, cramps, or balance issues, they can disrupt metabolism, blood sugar, or mineral balance. It's about context and quantity. So here are the 8 fruits you should consider limiting, and why. 1. Pineapple. Why it's risky. Extremely high in sugar and acid can cause blood sugar spikes and acid reflux. Over time, its citric acid load may increase calcium loss from bones. Better alternative, a few chunks of pineapple mixed with high-fiber fruits like berries or served with plain yogurt. 2. Mango. Why it's risky. Up to 46 grams of sugar in one fruit. Causes insulin surges and fatigue after eating. Also acid forming, making it harder for older muscles to recover. Better alternative, papaya. It's lower in sugar and easier on the stomach. 3. Grapes. Why it's risky. Very high in glucose plus fructose. Easy to overeat without realizing. Lacks fiber to slow absorption, leading to sugar crashes. Better alternative. Slice grapes in half and pair with walnuts or cheese to slow sugar impact. 4. Bananas. Why it's risky. Moderate high sugar, 14 to 17 Shi per banana, causes bloating, especially in people with slow digestion, can contribute to muscle fatigue when eaten alone. Better alternative, half a banana with peanut butter, or switch to green banana flour. Low sugar, high resistant starch. 5. Oranges. Why it's risky. Acidic and sugary at the same time, juice form is worse, strips out fiber and floods the system. May trigger cramps or acid reflux if consumed too often. Better alternative, whole orange slices with chia seeds to slow absorption, or sub with tangerines, lower acid. 6. Fruit juices. Why it's risky. Extremely high in concentrated sugar. No fiber equals immediate blood sugar surge, can dehydrate muscles due to sugar-induced urination spike. Better alternative, infused water with lemon slices or cucumber for flavor. No sugar, no crash. 7. Dried fruits, raisins, dates, dried apricots. Why it's risky. Tiny but potent. A handful equals 30 g plus sugar. Sticky sugars feed bad gut bacteria, may worsen joint pain. Can cause energy crashes and nighttime muscle twitching. Better alternative, a small piece of dark chocolate with magnesium for snacks. 8. Canned fruit in syrup. Why it's risky. Added refined sugars plus preservatives. Heats fruit during processing, reducing nutrients. Syrupy fruits trigger insulin surges and fatigue. Better alternative, fresh or frozen fruit with no added sugar. Always check the label. Why these fruits are worse for seniors than for young adults. Younger people have faster metabolism, better mitochondrial repair, higher muscle mass to buffer sugar swings. Older adults have slower sugar processing, lower hydration levels, more sensitive nerves and leg muscles. What that means, the same mango or grape portion hits harder after 60, especially if you're not moving much or dealing with prediabetes, arthritis, or fatigue. What happens when you limit these 8 fruits? Within 1 to 2 weeks of reducing these high-risk fruits, many seniors notice more stable energy, less leg fatigue after walking, reduced cramps at night, improved digestion, easier balance, and fewer wobbles. That's because removing the constant sugar-acid burden frees up minerals and mitochondria to fuel your muscles better. Swap chart. 8 dangerous fruits versus safer options. Kiwi. Less sugar, still rich in vitamin C. Papaya or avocado berries. Lower sugar, higher fiber. Half banana with nut butter. Tangerines or small clementines. Infused water or herbal teas. A few walnuts or dark chocolate, fresh apple slices with cinnamon fruit. Detox. Plan for better leg strength. Try this for 7 to 10 days. No fruit juice. No dried or canned fruit. Max. 1 piece of fruit per day with fat or protein. Add greens like spinach or kale. Daily increase hydration. Light stretching or walking 15 minutes a day. Then check in with yourself. Are your legs less tired? Do you feel more stable? Is your digestion or sleep improving? Often the answer is yes, because reducing these hidden disruptors gives your body space to recover. These 8 fruits, while popular and often labeled healthy, can worsen leg strength when overused in aging bodies. You don't need to fear fruit, but choosing wisely and eating with awareness can be the difference between fatigue and freedom. Up next, why fructose hits seniors harder and the biological reasons it leads to muscle decline. Section 4. Why fructose hits seniors harder. Fruit sugar has a friendly name: fructose. It sounds natural, gentle, and nourishing, and in small amounts, it is. But in aging bodies, fructose behaves very differently. In fact, researchers now believe fructose may be a hidden driver of muscle loss and leg weakness in older adults. Let's unpack why. What is fructose? Fructose is a simple sugar found in most fruits, honey, agave syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and processed foods. Unlike glucose, which is used by all cells for energy, fructose must be processed in the liver first. And here's where the problems begin, especially after age 50. How aging changes fructose metabolism. In younger people, the liver can usually process small amounts of fructose efficiently, converting it into glucose or storing it as glycogen. But after age 60, the process becomes slower, less efficient, more inflammatory. Here's what happens. Fructose, fat. Excess fructose is quickly turned into triglycerides, contributing to fatty liver and weight gain, especially around the belly. Insulin resistance. Fructose consumption raises uric acid levels, which blocks insulin and reduces your muscle's ability to absorb energy. Increased inflammation. High fructose diets have been linked to elevated C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker of chronic inflammation that worsens joint pain and fatigue. Mitochondrial stress. Fructose damages mitochondria, the tiny energy engines in every muscle cell. Weaker mitochondria equals tired legs, slow recovery, and poor endurance. Key research findings. Several studies explain why seniors are more vulnerable. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Aging found that fructose accelerates muscle atrophy in older adults by disrupting protein synthesis. Researchers at the University of Colorado observed that fructose raised uric acid and reduced muscle insulin sensitivity in seniors more than in younger participants. The Journal of Gerontology published findings showing that older mice fed a high fructose diet lost 30% more leg strength compared to those on low fructose diets, even with the same number of calories. In short, same sugar, different impact after 60. Why seniors feel the effects faster. Older adults often have reduced liver efficiency, weaker pancreatic response to sugar, lower muscle mass to buffer sugar spikes, pre-existing inflammation or joint issues. That means even a healthy smoothie with mango and banana could leave you feeling tired, bloated, foggy, and less steady on your feet. It's not just the fruit, it's how your aging metabolism reacts to it. Fructose and muscle breakdown. Here's where it gets personal. Your legs are made up of large, active muscle groups that require a steady flow of energy and nutrients. But when fructose disrupts that system, muscles don't get the energy they need. Protein synthesis slows down. Mitochondria can't generate enough power. Inflammation interferes with repair. The result? You may feel tired legs within minutes of walking, increased risk of falls or stumbles, slow recovery from simple activities, and unfortunately, you might blame age, when the real problem is dietary overload. Sneaky fructose sources to watch. It's not just fruit. Fructose hides in many so-called healthy choices. Agave nectar, 90% fructose. Honey, 40% fructose. Fruit smoothies. Natural granola bars. Dried fruit blends. Flavored yogurts. Together, these can layer fructose into your diet even if you don't eat dessert. The uric acid link. One of the most under-discussed dangers of fructose is uric acid, When your body metabolizes fructose, it produces purines, which are converted into uric acid. High uric acid equals a triple threat: joint pain, especially in knees and feet, kidney strain, decreased blood flow to muscles. That's why some seniors notice they feel heavier, stiffer, and weaker after eating fruit-heavy meals. How to protect your muscles from fructose damage. Here are practical steps you can take to reduce the muscle-aging effects of fructose. Limit high fructose fruits, especially grapes, mangoes, bananas, and dried fruit. Never eat fruit alone. Pair with protein or fat to slow absorption. Stay hydrated. Water helps flush uric acid and supports liver function. Add magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, or avocado. Helps buffer sugar. Walk after fruit. A 10-minute stroll helps muscles absorb sugar and lowers impact. Track symptoms. Pay attention to how your legs feel after certain fruits. Smart fruit choices for seniors. Low fructose, muscle-friendly fruits include blueberries, strawberries, kiwi peaches, in moderation. Melon avocado, yes, it's a fruit. These offer antioxidants and vitamins without the heavy fructose burden. Fructose isn't just fruit sugar, it's a powerful metabolic disruptor, especially in older adults. When consumed in excess, it can lead to mitochondrial damage, muscle weakness, inflammation, and faster leg fatigue. Reducing your fructose load, from both fruit and hidden sources, is a powerful step towards stronger, steadier legs. Section 5. Safer fruit choices that support strong legs. After learning about the fruit trap and how fructose and acidity can quietly weaken leg strength, many people ask, so what fruits can I eat safely? Great question, and the good news is, you don't have to give up fruit completely. Nature offers plenty of fruits that are low in sugar, low in acid, and packed with nutrients that actually support muscle health, reduce inflammation, and improve leg stability. Let's explore the best fruit choices for seniors who want to protect or rebuild their leg strength. 1. Berries, the anti-inflammatory powerhouses. Best options: blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. Why they help. Low in sugar, about 7 g per half cup. Rich in antioxidants like anthocyanins, which fight inflammation. Support circulation, key for strong, energized legs. Extra benefit. Blueberries improve brain-muscle coordination, according to studies from Tufts University. Tip. Add to unsweetened yogurt or oatmeal for a blood sugar-friendly breakfast. 2. Kiwi, the muscle-calming fruit. Why it helps. Moderate in sugar, 9 g per fruit. Rich in vitamin C, which supports collagen, important for ligaments and joints. Contains potassium and magnesium. Minerals essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. Tip. Eat with the skin on for extra fiber, just rinse well. 3. Peaches and nectarines, in moderation. Why they help. Lower glycemic impact than tropical fruits. Provide beta-carotene and potassium, both helpful for muscle recovery. Tip. Go for fresh or frozen slices, not canned in syrup. 4. Melons, hydration plus electrolyte balance. Best options: cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon in modest amounts. Why they help. High water content keeps muscles hydrated. Contain electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Help prevent leg cramps and stiffness. Warning. Watermelon is higher in sugar. Keep to small portions. 1 cup max. Tip. Chill slices and enjoy post-exercise or on hot days for leg cramp prevention. 5. Avocado, the unlikely fruit hero. Yes, avocado is a fruit. Why it helps? Virtually no sugar, high in healthy fats that support hormone balance and reduce inflammation. Rich in magnesium and potassium. Vital for muscle relaxation and nerve function. Bonus, avocados contain glutathione, a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle tissue. Tip. Half an avocado on whole grain toast equals leg-friendly breakfast that keeps you full and stable. 6. Lemons, used smartly. While lemons are acidic in taste, they actually have an alkalizing effect after digestion. Why they help. Support liver detox, reducing sugar burden on muscles. Add flavor without sugar, may reduce uric acid buildup from fructose overload. Tip: squeeze into water daily. It's a safe way to stay refreshed and muscle protected. 7. Green apples, occasionally. Why they help: lower in sugar than red apples. Provide fiber to slow sugar absorption. Offer polyphenols that support blood sugar control and inflammation reduction. Tip: slice and pair with almond butter or cottage cheese for a stabilizing snack. 8. Coconut, fresh or unsweetened. While not always considered a fruit, coconut meat and water offer powerful support for muscle health. Why it helps: contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, fast-burning fats used directly by muscle cells rich in potassium and electrolytes. Helps prevent muscle twitching and weakness. Tip: avoid sweetened coconut flakes. Choose unsweetened, raw, or fresh coconut. What makes these fruits leg-friendly? Let's recap the common traits of safe fruits for seniors. Trait benefit to legs: low in sugar. Prevents energy crashes and insulin spikes. Rich in antioxidants. Reduces inflammation in muscles and joints. High in magnesium, potassium. Supports muscle contraction and balance. Water-rich prevents dehydration and cramps. Fiber-rich slows. Sugar absorption, stabilizing energy. Together, these qualities help protect against muscle fatigue, leg cramps, stiffness, balance loss. Inflammation. Build a muscle-friendly fruit bowl. Here's a simple template for a daily fruit bowl that supports leg strength. Base: 1/2 cup blueberries. Sliced kiwi, 2-3 slices fresh peach. Add-ons: 1 TBSP chia seeds or ground flax, handful of walnuts or almonds, a dollop of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. Why it works: this combo provides antioxidants, minerals, healthy fat, and protein, and keeps sugar under control. Rotation is key. Even healthy fruits can become problematic if eaten every day in large amounts. Seniors should rotate fruits weekly. Combine with non-fruit snacks, nuts, eggs, cheese, avocado. Watch for patterns of fatigue or bloating after eating certain fruits. If your legs feel heavier or more tired after certain fruits, listen to your body. It's giving you valuable clues. Registered dietitian Erica L. says, for seniors, I usually recommend no more than 2 servings of fruit per day, ideally paired with a fat or protein. Low-sugar fruits like berries, kiwi, and melon are the best. She also emphasizes that hydration and mineral balance are just as important as calories, especially for leg muscle performance. Not all fruit is bad. In fact, the right fruits can become your ally in preserving leg strength, stability, and energy. Focus on low-sugar, anti-inflammatory, magnesium-rich options, and enjoy fruit as part of a balanced, muscle-supportive routine. Section 6. Fruit timing and portion control. Even the healthiest fruit can become a problem if eaten at the wrong time, or in the wrong amount. One of the most overlooked aspects of nutrition for seniors is when and how much fruit should be eaten. The answer isn't one size fits all, but understanding your body's rhythm and digestive changes after SAT can make a world of difference for your leg strength, energy, and stability. Why timing matters more as we age. When you were younger, your body could process a banana at midnight or juice first thing in the morning without much consequence. But after 60, things change. Insulin sensitivity shifts throughout the day. Digestive enzymes decline. Blood sugar control becomes less stable. That means a fruit-heavy snack at the wrong time can lead to blood sugar spikes, fatigue or energy crashes, night cramps or restless legs, poor sleep and reduced overnight muscle repair. Understanding your body's timing windows can help you turn fruit into fuel, not a fatigue trigger. The best time to eat fruit for seniors: mid-morning, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., ideal window. Why it works: your metabolism is awake. Insulin response is more stable. You're likely more active, so sugar can be used for energy, less likely to cause afternoon energy dips. Best choices: a small bowl of berries with nuts, sliced apple with almond butter, kiwi with Greek yogurt. Before bed, use caution. Why it's risky: sugar may spike and crash while you sleep, can lead to leg twitching, night cramps, or poor sleep. Muscles recover during sleep. Unstable blood sugar can disrupt that process. If you must snack before bed, skip sugary fruits. Choose half an avocado, a boiled egg, unsweetened kefir or cottage cheese. First thing in the morning, depends on the fruit. Many seniors start their day with fruit juice, bananas, or fruit-only breakfasts. But this can lead to sharp blood sugar rise, a crash by mid-morning, fatigue in your legs before you even get moving. Instead, combine fruit with protein and fat. Try oatmeal plus chia seeds plus blueberries, egg plus half grapefruit, cottage cheese plus peach slices. Rule of thumb, never eat fruit alone on an empty stomach. The power of pairing, fruit plus fat protein. Eating fruit by itself equals fast sugar rush. Eating fruit with fat or protein equals slower absorption, longer energy. Pairing fruit with, add this result. Greek yogurt slows sugar release, peanut almond butter, adds muscle protective fat. Cheese cubes helps calcium retention, boiled eggs, adds protein for muscle repair. This is especially helpful for avoiding leg fatigue after meals. What's a safe portion size? Portion control is crucial. Many seniors think a full banana or large bowl of grapes is a light snack, but it can equal 20 to 30 grams of sugar depending on the fruit. Here's a senior-friendly portion guide. Fruit safe serving, max. Notes. Banana 1, half banana. Choose greener banana if possible. Grapes, 10 to 12 grapes. Cup. Pair with protein mango. 1/2 cup diced. Avoid overripe mango, higher sugar. Apple noir, half medium apple. Choose green over red for lower sugar berries. 1 cup, low sugar, high fiber melon. 1 cup diced. Watch for portion creep. Dried fruit. Avoid if possible. Highly concentrated sugar. Fruit frequency, how often per day? Most seniors do best with 1 to 2 servings of fruit per day. Preferably not after 4 p.m. Always paired with fat or protein rotated to avoid repeated sugar spikes from the same fruit. This helps avoid fatigue, keeps energy stable, and supports muscle recovery, especially important for your legs. Sugar load comparison, why size matters. Let's compare some common servings. Item sugar content, grams. 1 large banana, 17 g. 1 cup grapes, 23 g. Half mango, 22 greens. 1 medium apple, 19 g. Cup blueberries, 7 g. Notice how quickly sugar adds up, even from whole, natural fruit. That's why portion control is non-negotiable after 60. Smart fruit routine for seniors. Here's an example of a fruit routine that supports leg strength, steady energy, and minimal inflammation. Breakfast. Oatmeal plus chia seeds plus 1/2 banana plus cinnamon. Mid-morning. Apple plus a handful of walnuts. Afternoon, cottage cheese plus 1/2 cup berries. Dinner, no fruit. Focus on greens, lean protein, and healthy fat. Evening snack if needed. Half avocado with a pinch of sea salt. How you know fruit timing is working. After adjusting fruit timing and portions, seniors often report more stable energy throughout the day, less afternoon fatigue, reduced nighttime leg cramps, better sleep and fewer bathroom trips, improved digestion and less bloating. If you don't feel better after making changes, you may need to cut back further or get lab work, like insulin or uric acid levels. Section 7. Simple daily habits to rebuild leg power. You've now learned how fruit sugar, acidity, and poor timing can quietly chip away at your leg strength. But here's the good news. Just as certain foods can weaken you, others, along with the right habits, can rebuild, restore, and revive your leg muscles. And it doesn't take fancy equipment, expensive supplements, or extreme workouts. Today, we'll walk through a gentle, sustainable action plan to help you feel stronger, steadier, and more confident. Starting with your next meal and your next step. Why legs matter more than ever after 60. Your legs are more than just mobility tools. They are your independence, standing up, walking, climbing stairs, your safety, preventing falls, supporting balance, your strength bank, The largest muscle groups are in the legs. Studies show that leg strength is one of the top predictors of long-term independence and health outcomes in older adults. Strong legs equals fewer falls, fewer hospitalizations, and more freedom. Daily nutrition habits to support strong legs. Here's what to prioritize on your plate. 1. Start the day with protein plus fiber. X. Oatmeal plus chia seeds plus Greek yogurt. Keeps blood sugar stable, supports morning energy, reduces leg heaviness from glucose spikes. 2. Hydrate with purpose. Aim for 6 to 8 cups water daily. Add lemon or cucumber for alkalinity, dehydration, is muscle cramps plus stiffness. 3. Choose low-sugar fruits in moderation. Blueberries, kiwi, melon, peaches. Pair with healthy fats, nuts, seeds, avocado. 4. Add magnesium-rich foods. Spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds. Supports muscle relaxation and cramp prevention. 5. Get enough calcium plus vitamin D. Fortified almond milk, sardines, yogurt, eggs. These build and maintain bone plus muscle contractility. Gentle movement for leg rebuilding. You don't need intense workouts, you just need consistency. Here's a leg-friendly weekly rhythm. Day activity, 10 to 20 minutes, Monchair squats plus light stretching. To 15-minute walk, indoor or outdoor. WED seated leg raises plus heel-to-toe balance work. The gentle yoga or Tai Chi, YouTube guided. For our 10-minute walk, standing calf raises. Sat rest or easy stretching. Sun full body mobility routine, arms plus legs. Even light muscle engagement tells your body, hey, these legs are still in use, keep them strong. For 3, invisible exercises you can do anywhere. 1. Chair push-ups for legs. Sit and stand without using your hands. 5 to 10 reps daily. 2. Wall calf raises. Stand near a wall and lift your heels. Hold 5 seconds. Builds ankle and calf strength. 3. Foot alphabet. While seated, draw the alphabet with each foot. Improves ankle flexibility and blood flow. These micro-movements prevent atrophy, improve balance, and activate circulation. Recovery and rest, the missing ingredient. Muscles don't grow during movement, they grow during recovery. Here's how to support leg recovery at any age. 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly. Warm bath with Epsom salt, magnesium boost, gentle stretching before bed. Avoid heavy meals or sugary fruit late at night. These small habits help your muscles repair and build back stronger. Mental framing. Reclaiming strength at any age. Sometimes, the hardest part is believing change is possible. You may feel like, it's too late for me. I've been weak too long. This is just part of aging. But remember, muscle is a responsive tissue, even in your 70s and 80s. Every step, stretch, and smart food choice sends a message to your body. I'm still here. I still need these legs. Even 5 minutes a day of focused leg care makes a difference. Your 7-day Stronger Legs Kickstart Plan Day. Nutrition Focus Movement. Focused 1. Hydration plus berries plus eggs. Seated leg raises. 10 reps per leg. 2 kiwi plus cottage cheese plus almonds. 10-minute indoor walk. 3. Spinach plus avocado salad. Chair squats, 5 to 10 reps. 4 yogurt plus chia plus peach slices. Standing calf raises, 3 sets of 10. 5 lentils plus broccoli plus melon. Foot alphabet plus balance practice. 6 avocado toast plus lemon water. Light stretching, 10 mins. 7. Your choice, repeat any favorite day. Rest or yoga. Keep a leg journal, track how your legs feel each morning and evening. AM, stiff, heavy, strong. PM, tired, cramped, energized. This helps you see patterns and build self-awareness around foods, activity, and energy. Some days you'll forget. Some days your legs will still feel weak. But over time, with patience and consistency, you'll begin to notice a steadier step, less fatigue, fewer cramps, and more confidence to move. Healthcare is a daily journey. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. You have more control than you think, over your legs, your energy, and your future. If you found this video useful, please share it with your loved ones. And subscribe to the channel to be a companion in your daily health journey.